What if I told you that every rejection you've faced is actually an incredible opportunity waiting to transform your life? Yes, you heard me right. The world might tell you to seek validation, but true power comes from mastering the art of rejection. Today, we're going to dive deep into 13 key lessons every man needs to learn in order to flip the script on rejection, especially when it comes to relationships. By the end of this video, rejection will no longer feel like a setback, but a powerful tool in your arsenal. Think you're ready to see things differently? Drop a comment saying, "Rejection is power," if you're committed to watching till the end and transforming how you approach rejection forever. Rejection is something many men struggle with. Whether it's being ignored, ghosted, or outright rejected, it often leaves you feeling diminished and questioning your worth. But here's the truth. Every rejection is an opportunity to grow stronger. Stay with me throughout this video because I'm saving the most important lesson for the end. You won't want to miss it. This could be the game changer that turns your life around, from being stuck in the past to becoming a man who thrives no matter what. Let's jump right in. Lesson 1. Respond by ignoring them. When someone rejects you, your first instinct may be to chase them, to prove to them that you're worth their time or that they made a mistake. But here's the hard truth. Trying to win over someone who's rejected you is the quickest way to lose your self-respect. Whether it's a woman, a colleague, or a friend, when someone pushes you away, the best response is simple. Ignore them. It may sound harsh, but it's powerful. Why does ignoring them work? Because attention is a form of currency. The more you give, the less valuable it becomes. By withholding your attention, you're showing that you don't need their approval. And that, my friend, is the ultimate power move. Here's the psychology. When someone rejects you, they expect a reaction. They want to see that you care. But when you don't react, it messes with their mind. Suddenly they're wondering why you're not chasing them, questioning whether they made a mistake. You flipped the power dynamic. In today's world, where rejection is often more public than private, whether it's a ghosted text or a silent swipe on a dating app, it's crucial to understand that your attention is valuable. When you stop chasing, you become rare, and rarity in a world of abundance is power. So, next time someone rejects you, don't text, call, or stalk their profile. Stay silent. Focus on your goals, your grind, your life. By doing so, not only do you preserve your dignity, but you also place the ball back in their court. More often than not, they'll be the ones coming back, wondering why you disappeared. But by then, you'll be so focused on leveling up, you won't even care. Lesson 2. Don't react emotionally. Rejection is painful, and it often triggers that primal part of your brain that screams, "I'm not good enough." You might feel the urge to lash out in anger or maybe plead for validation, but that's the moment you lose all your power. When you react emotionally, whether through a rant or a desperate plea, you're handing control to the person who rejected you. The key to power is emotional control. Women in particular will test your emotional resilience when they reject you. They want to see how you handle it. Do you crumble? Do you beg? Or do you stay composed? The men who remain calm and collected are the ones who stand out. These men have inner strength, something that makes them irresistible. When you lose your composure, you're feeding the ego of the person who rejected you. It shows them that they have control over your emotions. So, next time rejection hits, take a deep breath, let the storm pass, and then make your move from a place of strength. Here's a trick. When you feel the urge to react, count to 10, then count again. Keep doing it until the need to respond passes. When you regain your calm, you'll be ready to move forward in a way that doesn't give anyone else control over your emotions. Lesson 3. Stop obsessing over them. When you're rejected, it's easy to let that person consume your thoughts. You replay the interaction over and over, wondering what you could have done differently. But that kind of overthinking will only hold you back. Every time you focus on someone who doesn't value you, you're giving them power over your mind. And that's the last thing you want to do. High-value men understand that their mental energy is precious. They don't waste time obsessing over those who don't see their worth. Instead, they focus on themselves, their goals, and their growth. When you stop thinking about someone who rejected you, you free up space to improve yourself. Here's how to stop obsessing. Each time that person pops into your head, shift your focus. Dive into your work, hit the gym, learn a new skill, whatever it takes to get your mind back on track. The more you invest in yourself, the less you'll care about people who don't deserve your attention. Lesson 4. Show your value through action. Rejection is a message that says, "You're not valuable enough in my eyes." But don't let that define you. Your value doesn't depend on someone else's perception. It's time to show them, and more importantly, prove to yourself that you're worth much more than they thought. Success is the best form of revenge, not to get back at them, but to prove to yourself that you're more than their rejection. When you level up, when you achieve your goals, and when you thrive without them, that's when they'll regret their decision, but by then, you won't even care. You'll be too busy living your best life to worry about someone who didn't see your value. Lesson 5. Cut off contact. One of the most powerful things you can do when rejected is cut all contact. The temptation to stay in touch, to keep the lines open, might feel strong, but doing so only signals that you're available whenever they change their mind. That's the quickest way to lose your self-respect. When you cut off contact, you protect your peace and regain control of your life. You're telling them that you won't be their backup plan. You're not playing games. You're simply respecting yourself too much to stay in contact with someone who has no respect for you. When they can't see your progress or the success you're building without them, they'll start to question their decision. By cutting ties, you create space for your growth and protect your mental and emotional well-being. Trust me, when they see you moving on without them, it'll mess with their head more than anything else. Lesson 6. Focus on self-improvement. Rejection often stings, especially when it feels personal. However, instead of dwelling on it, turn your focus inward to your own growth and development. This is not about ignoring your feelings or pretending that rejection doesn't hurt. It's about recognizing that the only thing you truly control is your own effort and progress. When you redirect your energy towards self-improvement, rejection becomes less of a setback and more of a signal that you need to up your game. This could involve working on your physical health, improving your emotional intelligence, or developing new skills that make you more attractive to others, whether that means professionally or personally. People who are continually working on bettering themselves exude confidence, and confidence is one of the most magnetic qualities someone can possess. When you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, rejection won't feel like a reflection of your worth. It will feel like an opportunity to evolve. The more you focus on growing and improving, the less rejection will hold power over you. In every area of life, success comes from dedication to constant improvement. Take classes, pick up new hobbies, focus on your mental health, and continue to challenge yourself. When you make self-improvement your focus, you naturally become a more attractive person, whether in a romantic context, social situation, or professional setting. By investing in yourself, you stop relying on external validation and become the source of your own worth. Rejection then becomes just a small bump in the road on the larger journey of personal development. This is the mindset shift that turns rejection from a negative experience into an opportunity for growth. Lesson 7. Have a strong sense of self-worth. One of the most important aspects of overcoming rejection is maintaining a strong sense of self-worth. When you know your own value, rejection won't shake your belief in yourself. People who struggle with their self-worth often take rejection personally and internalize it, which leads to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. On the other hand, those who have a healthy self-esteem understand that rejection is just a part of life, not a statement about who they are as individuals. Knowing your worth means that you value yourself independently of others' opinions or judgments. Your self-worth is not contingent upon someone else's acceptance or approval. Instead, it comes from within. A person with strong self-worth believes they are deserving of good things and treats themselves with the respect and love they deserve. They understand that rejection does not reflect their abilities or qualities. It's merely one person's decision based on their own preferences, circumstances, or perceptions. Rejection, in this case, is not about you. It's about them. To develop a strong sense of self-worth, it's essential to engage in practices that build your confidence and affirm your value. This could include setting personal boundaries, speaking kindly to yourself, and recognizing your strengths and achievements. It also means not allowing negative comments or rejections from others to dictate your emotional state. When you embrace your inherent worth, rejection loses its power to hurt you. Instead of seeing it as a personal failure, you'll understand that it's just part of the journey and not a reflection of your true value. Lesson 8. Move on quickly. One of the most empowering ways to deal with rejection is by practicing the art of moving on quickly. When you face rejection, it's natural to feel a range of emotions: hurt, disappointment, confusion, or frustration. However, staying stuck in these emotions for too long only prolongs the pain and gives the rejection more power than it deserves. Moving on doesn't mean suppressing your emotions or pretending that everything is fine. It means acknowledging your feelings, learning from the experience, and then choosing to let it go. Time is one of the most valuable resources we have, and spending too much of it ruminating over rejection means you're wasting precious moments of your life. The faster you can move past rejection, the quicker you can put your energy into something more productive. Whether it's a new opportunity, a new relationship, or personal goals you're working toward, the sooner you shift your focus to what comes next, the sooner you can begin to heal and grow. This doesn't mean ignoring your emotions. It's about allowing yourself to feel, process, and then release. When you focus on moving forward rather than dwelling on the past, you give yourself the chance to transform rejection into a stepping stone. This mindset allows you to develop emotional resilience and become more adaptable to life's inevitable challenges. Lesson 9. Accept that not everyone will like you. No matter how attractive, intelligent, or charismatic you are, the simple truth is that not everyone will like you. Rejection is a part of life, and it's important to accept that some people simply won't be interested or won't see your value. The sooner you come to terms with this, the less power rejection will have over you. It's easy to think that everyone should like you, but the reality is that people are drawn to different qualities in others. Your personality, interests, or even your life circumstances might not align with someone else's preferences. And that's okay. There are billions of people on this planet, and not all of them are going to be a good fit for you. By accepting that not everyone will like you, you free yourself from the need for constant approval. Instead of trying to change yourself to meet someone else's expectations, you can focus on being authentic and true to yourself. When you embrace your individuality and stop seeking validation from others, rejection becomes easier to handle. Remember that rejection doesn't diminish your worth. It just means that person wasn't the right fit for you. You'll find that as you continue to be yourself, the right people will come into your life, people who appreciate you for who you truly are. Lesson 10. Be patient. Patience is a crucial lesson when it comes to dealing with rejection. It's easy to feel discouraged and want to give up, especially if you face repeated rejection. But true success comes to those who are willing to stay the course and remain patient, even when things don't seem to go their way. Patience means understanding that rejection isn't the end of the road, it's simply part of the process. Whether you're facing rejection in a romantic relationship, a job application, or any other area of life, it's essential to recognize that things often take time. Just because one door closes doesn't mean another won't open. Sometimes the best things in life take a little longer to materialize. Being patient also means being kind to yourself during tough times. Instead of rushing through your emotions, give yourself the time and space to heal and learn. By staying patient, you build emotional resilience and become better equipped to handle future challenges. Lesson 11. Reframe your perspective on rejection. Rejection is often seen as a negative experience, but it doesn't have to be. In fact, reframing how you view rejection can make all the difference in how you cope with it. Instead of seeing rejection as something personal or a failure, try viewing it as a lesson or an opportunity for growth. When you reframe rejection, you change your mindset. Instead of focusing on what you didn't get or what went wrong, you can focus on what you can learn from the experience. What can you improve? What did you learn about yourself or the situation? This mindset shift can help you see rejection as a stepping stone to success rather than an obstacle. Lesson 12. Don't make rejection. Personal rejection is never about you as a person. It's about fit, timing, or perception. Whether it's a job, a relationship, or any other form of rejection, the person who turns you down is merely saying that they don't see the value in you at that particular moment or in that particular form. But that doesn't mean you're not valuable. Rejection only reflects their perspective, not your worth. One of the most important lessons you can learn is that rejection is not a reflection of your identity. It doesn't define who you are or what you are capable of. Many people take rejection personally, and that's where they go wrong. They internalize it and start questioning their self-worth. They ask themselves, "What's wrong with me? Why didn't they want me?" But in reality, it could be about a myriad of factors that have nothing to do with your value as a person. It's easy to fall into the trap of taking rejection to heart, but by doing so, you allow others to control your sense of self. This is why emotional resilience is so important. When you view rejection as something external, something not related to your intrinsic worth, you free yourself from the weight of self-doubt. Lesson 13. Keep evolving. The most powerful weapon you can use in the face of rejection is your commitment to continuous personal growth. Every rejection is an opportunity for self-reflection, learning, and evolution. Instead of seeing it as a failure, You should view it as a stepping stone toward becoming a stronger, more evolved version of yourself. Rejection often brings out the parts of us that need growth. It exposes weaknesses, insecurities, and areas that require improvement. But instead of retreating or wallowing in self-pity, take this as a chance to enhance yourself. Whether it's your mindset, your skills, your appearance, or your habits, always strive to be better than you were yesterday. Successful people don't let rejection hold them back. Instead, they use it as fuel to drive them forward. They learn from their mistakes, tweak their approach, and continue to push the boundaries of what they can achieve. This is how you transform rejection into empowerment. In the end, rejection is just a small chapter in your story, not the whole book. When you adopt these lessons and continue to work on being the best version of yourself, you'll find that not only does rejection lose its power over you, but you'll become more resilient and prepared for whatever challenges lie ahead. Keep moving forward, learn from your experiences, and trust that the right opportunities will come when the time is right. Thank you for joining me in exploring these powerful lessons. I hope they've helped you shift your perspective and inspired you to see rejection as a stepping stone to greater things. Stay focused, stay positive, and remember, you are always growing.